Okay, so good afternoon, guys. So, ilan na takabo? 26. Itong attendance, itong repost. Okay, so ang attendance na ito no, form is na nasa chat. Am I loud and clear, guys? Kung ganda pa ko? Diba, sige.
Yes, sir. Madunggan na, sir.
Okay, ha? Okay, very good. Okay, napagin yung chat. Yes, sir. Madunggan na. Okay, so our last topic was about this double joint robot. Kinsay makadumdum aning sa ganining double jointed siguro pagbasa double jointed na robot. Kita niyo akong screen ba? Aning double advantages of double jointed robot. Kinsay makadumdum ani? Ay makadumdum. Hello? Before mo proceed sa next na to. Ani, 4 types of robot geometry. Before mo proceed na, ay nakadumdum ani what is a double jointed robot or mani siya? Ulay mo volunteer? Or madunggan ba ka ko? So, kaning double jointed, so kung familiar mo sa servo, na motor, usually ang ubana na kung itong mga micro servo, kanang pang ginagmay lang ng mga robot, 5 volts lang yung voltage. Usually ang ubana na 180 degrees. Okay? 180 siya. Then mostly for the industrial robot, it's using 270 degrees. It's like this envelope shown, no, the work cell area. Notice niyo na dili na siya. Mura kung ang pizza pa mo, kailangan siya sa pie, several pies siguro na pili ka pie. No? Pili niya makomplete ang pagtuyok sa kaning ito ang industrial robot arm. So, usually 270 degrees. So, para kuha na niya, solve niya or ma-reach niya the remaining 90 degrees na like kulang mo, 90 plus 270 is the remaining 90 degrees. So it must be a double jointed robot. So bali, it has the ability mo talikod, pick up sa iyang likod. Let us say, sa tubangan, next na is makakaya siya magtalikod. And makaretrieve siya sa katungkulang 90 degrees. Okay? So, mga na ang sagot ay double jointed robot. So, maka-pick up siya sa iyang within the 270 degrees envelope sa iyang atubangan front, then makatalikod po the remaining 90 degrees. Complete of 360 degrees. That's why ang yang isa sa advantage is larger work cell area. And it can work in a tight space navigation. Of course, quicker work envelope travel time. Nalutok naman yan tanan. Okay? So, nasabtan to? Nasabtan to, guys? Okay, so let's proceed, no? So, describe the 4 types of robot geometry and give an advantage of each. So, sabi niya siya, robot geometry. So, in order to match a specific application efficiently, robot body axes can be arranged in different rotational and straight line configurations to perform better. So, in short, ano gitawag na geometry the robot. Okay? So, just like in analytic geometry, so kung kadumdum mo sa coordinate system na matay gitawag na Cartesian. So, sa ato atong robot, gitawag mo siya Cartesian na robot. because XYZ lang yung movement. Straight X, straight Y, straight Z. Hindi siya pwede hindi siya maka-form ng circle or rectangle or square. So that is a Cartesian. Pero kung gusto ka na circular yung movement or spherical sa morning, polar or spherical na geometry sa robot. Then pag mingon kag cylindrical, cylinder gid ang movement niya or shape na murag sa pag-move niya shape na ma-form cylinder cylindrical. Then lastly, kaning available sa example na to sa laboratory is known as an articulated geometry, no? Or revolute or alternative na term, articulated, which means several joints, hindi lang circular yung makaya. Kaya niya na tungkol sa several na joints, tinatawag siya articulated. So, sa gingon ko pa, o kaning Cartesian, 3-axis ra siya, XYZ, then straight lang or linear. So, kinsa na yung nahuman sa activity 3? Na ba yung nahuman sa activity 3 sa itong laboratory? Sige, itong activity 3 all about. Nag-post mo ko ito.
Quanto, sir?
Okay? Sige.
Linear,
Ayan.
sir.
Linear, sir.
Okay.
Linear.
Okay, linear motion. So, one of the disadvantage po sa articulated is maglisod po siya kaning gitawag na linear na motion. Do kaya niya, pero ang mathematics involved na it's a little bit complicated due to the complexity sa trigonometry niya or analytic geometry niya na involved na translations of angles to kung sa basic pa na to na mathematics from polar coordinate system, convert niya from polar to Cartesian. So, doon ay inaana ng mga aspect. And every joints, makaform man siya o ng polar na coordinate system. Several joints man, six coordinate system. Convert niya into single na Cartesian na coordinate systems. Tawagan na is forward and inverse kinematics. Okay, so next one na topic. But then again, so nag-listed na siya. So that's why, katong activity 3 ninyo, nag-add ko additional na constraint. It must be starting from home position. So matong ang uban, even majority siguro wala nagkuha. So that's the reason I posted example. Nakakita mo sa example sa gi-post na to sa Facebook. Sa atong Facebook na group. Kita niyo. Guys, kita niyo itong linear na
Yes, sir.
sample na
Kita,
gi-post.
sir.
So, imuhan to niyang inspiration na dili the joke ang ato ang gihatag na activity mo. So, pwede ra. So, possible siya. Dili siya impossible. Ang importante lang is you must explore and study the error. Sabto ni mong error, explore the different possibilities. Ato ra na siya i-explain later as we discuss forward and inverse kinematics. So, i-advance na ako to siya na activity na murag doon na siya certain na constraint na requirement para appreciate niyo o di niyo malimtan na activity. No? Uy, lisod ba tayo mag-himo o linear na motion. Okay, so sa X, Y, and Z, dali na kaya move versus sa X, in linear na motion, and so on and so forth. So, in fact, kinsay nakadumdum ani na video. Nakadumdum mo ani? Guys, kinsay may kadumdum ani? What is this?
Tic-tac-toe, sir.
Okay, so during sa itong orientation, I don't know kung duwaman mo ka section, I don't know kung tanan ba akong orient using the Kaya simple na paano, entertainment na robot. Not all robot are for industrial application. Kanin example is an entertainment na robot. So, entertain siya. So, this is an example of a Cartesian na robot na system. So, ang yung movement ani, makita niyo diri sa kuan, na siya ay ball bearing diri na configuration with a screw, no? Ball bearing and screw na siya na mechanism. So, ang ball bearing ni mo madagan sa imong screw. Straight lang magyapon na siya. Dayon, diri pod sa pikas, another axis. Let's say if this is the X and this is the Y, so another ball bearing and screw na mechanism. But in the Z na axis, 2 points lang siya, no? Minimum, maximum it's using a pneumatic cycle. So, pwede gyapon na siya considered mga Cartesian. So, katong wala nakakita, ato na ning ito na yung play. So, Cartesian. Okay, so magkita na ninyo sa dunggan yung sun. Guys, magkita ninyo yung video? Dunggan po?
Yes, sir.
Good. So, kita niyo ang iyang mechanism. Fine. Straight lagi na siya. Sometimes magdungan ng move ang X ang Y. Hindi na. Okay? So, nako'y video ani lagi mo sa CNC meaning. Pero ako sa pangitao na wala siya. Dugay-dugay na mo gani. This was more than 10 years ago. Okay, so kung wala may pangutana, let's proceed. So XYZ, rin na siya. So that's why, kaya niya ang TikTok. Okay, so kung wala may pangutana, balik ko sa okay. Okay, so another video using a PLC. Kani siya na student project. I-design na mo para during our mga extension na mga mga community to demonstrate the application of PLC and electromechanics and robotics in general. So pwede na siya. Okay, so using that one again, spray lang para na spray sa bulak garden. Okay, so nakita nyo guys? Or do I have to play it again? Okay, so makita nyo yung nanay PLC sa likod. So that is Panasonic na PLC. Ito siya kapaspas. Kuwanda siya. Pick and place from A. Nabel siya padong sa A. Rapid A, B, C, D. Nabel siya. Okay, so I'm going to share again. Balik. Okay. Next. Okay, ano na to? Okay, so pwede po sa itong advanced mechatronics. Dapat ay flexible or smart factory na setup. Pwede po na yung mga partition dito. One robot. Ito, kuhan siya. Siya tawag ito niya na station, dito distribution. Alam siguro to distribution system. Okay? So, unsa may advantage and Cartesian? So, a Cartesian coordinate robot called a gantry robot is mounted overhead order to save space. The Cartesian coordinate robot is excellent in application where horizontal and vertical moves need to be made with high accuracy and repeatability. So, wala na yung advantage. Pag linear, ganyan yung movements na, dili wala na yung mga kuan, arc or circular or spherical advantage ni Cartesian. Then, the next type is cylindrical. So, obvious kay guys, ang cylindrical, pag mutuyok na siya, it will form a cylinder. So, dili siya spherical, no? Cylindrical. Okay? So, cylindrical may form. Ito ang type na robot sa kanina po. Then, example, nadumduman ako ni sa una, na may laboratory donated by Hitachi, HGST. Now, nasa Western Digital, sa mga hard disk. Kasi lang gitawag na lapping machines. Kanang lapping, murarag na siya sanding. Very pan lang. Fine na mechanism. Katong na sanding kay word na sanding kay kuha na kayo harsh na kayo centrifuge. Kani siya lapping. So nainanip po na kuha ang iyarang movement cylindrical siya. Form na siya o circle din. Ano until maka-form of silent mode. Okay, so lapping machines are common in developing hard disk drive, particularly the head. Pinalap nila para kuha agad nila ang gamay kayo na head kung maka-open mo og daot na hard disk drive. Naman na siya gitawag na head. Ito yung magnetic head. Ito yung magbasa. So, isa sa process in is na ilapping process. Pero ginani na similar na picture. Then we have spherical. So, in contrast with a polar or cylindrical rather, is cylinder ang iyang ma-form kung mag-move siya. So, kani siya, ang iyang ma-form is sphere. Sphere siya. Okay? So, has two axes that are rotational, waist and the shoulder. The third axis that is linear. The robot's work envelope is said to be spherical shape. So, depende lang sa application. Wala pa ko kakuhaan ng spherical. Experience of spherical. Ito na cylindrical. Kaning spherical. Okay, so the most versatile type of robot is the revolute or articulated. So, mana naman mo activity 1, activity 2, so kita ninyo mga performance. Ang flexibility sa kaning articulated na robot. So, sa may gibutan niya, the revolute or articulated robot has great flexibility and can perform complex movements within its work area. This type of geometry makes a robot suitable for applications such as but not limited to spray, painting, building, and so on. So, then the next example is the SCARA. So SCARA means selective, compliant, articulated robotic arm. Okay, so dili kini siya as flexible as the articulated or revolute na kuan arm. Kini siya selective lang. That's why nasa S na selective. Selective lang yung articulation. So, ang advantage po niya ni kani siya mura ni siya kuan several na po polar robot nag-joints into several joints. Or another na meaning sa SCARA is selective compliance assembly. Kung ba na ni ginaingon nila ng articulation. Selective compliance or assembly robot arm. So sa katong nakadomdom sa inyo sa cookies, taste ng cookies, taste ng cookies. Ate ko sample na paspas kay niya ang pag-transfer sa cookies. Okay? So SCARA robots additionally have several rotational axes in plane parallel to the work surface. Ano siya? Ano yung okay. Pwede po siguro dito natin ma-share itong but anyway, ipakita rin natin, no? Na-detect sa mga sweet proceed. Okay, so next topic na may pangutana before we proceed. So describe the 6 steps used to develop a robot program for given mission. So, wala yung pangutana, let's proceed. Nagamay lagi ito, 25 na lang. Okay, so these are the 6 steps. So, as robot applications get more complex, it's very important to use step-by-step approach when designing robot programs. So this approach makes it easier to write the program, also provides documentation to aid in changing the program later needed. So these are the following 6 steps. So step 1 is create a tutorial diagram. Followed by create a general sequence operations. Step 3 is list inputs and outputs. So maning gitawag na IO map. Input output map. Account ang inputs. Katong usually pag mag-program, let us say using a microcontroller, no? Dapat IO map na siya. When I say IO map, dapat gina-count, gina-enumerate ang kuan, input as well as the output. So let us say, kay push button. So sabi na siya, input, output. Ibutangan mo sa input. Imuha ni mo table. And so on and so forth. Para pag maiyap ni mo tanan na imong IO requirements, mag-match po sa imong controller na gamiton. So either if you're going to use a PLC, PLC limited na ba na ilang IO. The more IO the PLC is, the more it is expensive. Unlike in a microcontroller, similar lang pricing, no? Pero dapat kabalo ka sa total number of items. Para dili ka ma-short uban during their thesis, no? Special project, day mo sila. Duwa ka both kailangan gamitin na controller. Pero in fact, pwede rin na po isa. Carefully plan. So that's why in planning, no? Consider na siya list the total or the input outputs. Step 4, create a detailed sequence of operations. Dapat kabalo ka sa robot operations. If you can list it in sequence, then you do it. Then create a list of points. So, kabalo naman tayo, if it is an industrial robot, natay ginatawag ng target points. Dapat i-list mo. Then finally, you write mo. So, marang ginani mo. Create a pictorial diagram. So, this is the first step. Of course, drawing ni mo, no? Balag, kuhaan pa na siya. So, sa thesis ko na ninyo, kinanglan mo na i-sketch up, no? Sketch up. Kini mo tarong gani mag-sketch up ang imong kuan. Pero kung ganahan ka CAD, ang AutoCAD ginani mo yung diagram, especially during thesis presentation at proposal. Or else, di ta magkasinabot sa imong gusto. So that is what is meant by create a pictorial diagram. Sinabot sa imong gusto. Yung buhaton. Okay, next is create a general sequence of the operations. Okay, first step, second step, example. The program will wait for the start button PB1 to be pressed. Siya. So, muna namin certain na sequence. So, kung makadumdum mo sa inyo subject na kuan, electropneumatics, they're going to take the exam or the test the exam NC2 in mechatronic servicing. So, ang isa sa common nila na problem or kanang test is using yung gitawag na motion sequence. Ito na kay cylinder A, cylinder B, A plus, B plus, A minus, B minus, 3 times ba ni mo ilog or nabag kay delay. So, mana yung gitawag sequence. Ano si sequence? So, ginain mo na ginilist. Next is example is the robot waits for the signal from the parts feeder sensor. So, hanap kay input na requirement aside from the push button. Okay, so importante na yung list na to ang sequence of operation that your industrial intends to perform. Accomplish na. Then, mo na yung gingon na ay umap. So, dere, na si name are the different names. Instead na ganlan mo as complete na word na push button 1. So, sa name niya, acronym na mo PB1. Okay? Then, pag may nga magka-lamp, pwede ra L. L1. Pag solenoid valve, pwede SB, pwede ra S. Okay? Then, of course, you describe the type, the function, then the I/O address. Okay? Especially pag kung sa microcontroller, using Arduino, kung saan mong gamit dito, D0, D1, D2, analog 1, Arduino. Pag ESP32, it's a different numbering method na system. Okay? So the same is to the ray. So nasa input 1, input 2, output 1, output 4. So importante ni guys, ng list input and outputs. Inputs and outputs. Or I/O map. Also known as the I/O map. Then step 4. Create a detailed sequence of the operation. So, kung katong the last time is, sabi na siya, general sequence lang. Bali, it's a complete, it's more of a sentence. Sentence of a sequence of operation. Kaning step 4, it's more of it's more of a detailed sequence on how you are going to execute katong gibutang nimo sa general sequence of operation. So it's more of a technical this is a technical na operation sa imong robot. So sa katong termero siguro, the program will wait. So kani dire ang specific na requirement set to low speed. Yung move to avoidance, move to pick up, grasp part, set to fast speed, and so on and so forth. So napay wait. Okay? Then step 5, create a list of points. Mingon kag point 0, dapat butangan doon na yung description. Sabot sa point 0. So it is actually the home position. Yung point 1, feeder a point, avoidance point. So that is just an example. Yung kag point 8, parts bin grasp. So maray na guys. Then, for the last step is to write the program. By the way, this is source out na nato ni sa Amatrol. So in Amatrol na robotics the program, they are using Pegasus robot. So as of this moment, mao na sa atong gamiton na material for the syntax, so on and so forth. Okay, so write to the program. So naka-label, no? Okay, label, start, para pwede ka maka-jump dito. Para na yan daw, branch, start, jump to start. So, pwede siya kabalik dito. That's why natay labeling. Dayan speed, no? Speed. Dayan 50. So pasabot sa speed, mo ni MCL na command or manufacturing control language, no? Sa Pegasus, control the speed. Then sa ato ang robodike is more about ano siya, general drag and drop language, drag and drop naman yun. Then later will show how it is being translated from one MCL na language to another. Let's say, dili pareha ang Kuka, ang ano, mag-submit ako mag-program na using the Kuka, lain ang MCL na command as compared sa Pegasus as well as sa Epson. Though nice similarity pero the same. So that's why the RoboDK is a cross-platform siya. It's a compiler of translator of the different kinds of robots. Okay, so let's proceed. So P move. No? Sa tuwa kay kuha naman to no? It's either move J or move L. Move J ka, so that is kuan move joint movement. So kani siya, it's more of general na joint movement. Joint movement na siya, referring to a point. So move a point. In this case, point 1. So ang katong point 1 mo, define na punto nimo sa points right table na kung gina-set nimo ng points dito, gina-record nimo, gina-type nimo ng points or gina-train nimo or learn ng points. Okay, so grass. So siguro this is a robot with a end effector na pang pang-grasp sa object. So, kaniya grasp part. Then, set again the speed, the different points. Then there's a delay, and there's a release. The opposite of doing grasping is releasing, release. Okay? And I delayed and branch starts. So, loop na siya, balik siya. Okay, so may pangutana. So this is for the default na sa Amatrol, which is Pegasus. Wala na yung pangutana. Let's proceed. So, define material transfer and describe the 5. Okay, so is material transfer? It is a process where objects are moved from one location to another. So all industries use material transfer device, no, of some kind. So katong sa office na siguro, ang material transfer is kining human with a tao. The people are the most often used to transfer light loads over short distances. So the advantage of human material transport are in terms of flexibility. Of course, barato ang labor cost sa Philippines. That's why it has low inflation. Unlike if you're going to purchase an Android na siguro, smart with humanoid na robot. Then another form, another instrument, the materials transfer, so of course, kining robot. Kabala naman ka na maka-transfer kita robot. Dahil 24 hours pwede mo siya magtrabaho. No? I-design ng robot na inan. Okay? Then, of course, forklifts. Kaya alam mo, forklifts, guys, palitan, mag-install ka og aircon sa second floor. Litan. Ang aircon niya is split type. So, saan na yun? Install. So, sa mga company, ang uban, para sa'yo na, ginagamit mo din ang forklift for material transfer in a factory, outside operations. So sometimes forklift may gamiton para lift, no? Para makaabot sa second floor. Kasi naglayo na second floor. Ito ni mo ibutang, no? Nalay ibutang na pallet. Alam mo paleta? Wooden pallet ko siya or plastic ko siya na pallet. Butang siyang fork. And dito na yung pangbutang din ng mga kuhan. Say condenser, breaker, no? Okay, galing sa tawag namin. Evaporator kay kung split type dito man susunod sa office. Ang galing sa gawas type mo na yung condenser. No? Okay? So besides using a forklift for material handling, pwede po tao o material for installation, commissioning. Pwede na guys. So sometimes bukat po, sobraan na siguro kabukat, pwede po magamit o ganing boom truck. Say container van, ginaboom na siya. It's more than 3 tons na siguro na bukat ng mga container. No? So para sure birada, boom truck yung ginagamit. Maban siguro crane. So that's why in a highly para na Singapore, no? Singapore port area, cranes na ang ginagamit ko. Transfer from loading sa mga container vans. Loaded or unloaded. Okay? So, ay similar aning sa tawag atong one. Dili sa by the way, nadumduman po na ako sa una, if it is ang product is food grade, dahil na materihan within the warehouse, kailangan mag-warehouse, no? Finish FGW, ba na ginangan na sa FGW, finished good warehouse. So if it is a food product, na ay gitawag na material transfer sulod sa FGW, what do you think is the type of forklift ang ginagamit? Na may idea? Ang sa kabalo ba mo? Ang say two common types or general types of a forklift. So magmatter siya in terms sa a source, no? Source of power. So if the source is fuel or petroleum, pag dito na ni mo gamitan sa sulod sa food grade ng mga product na FGW, what will happen? So, petroleum type na forklift ni mo gamitan sa FGW. May idea, guys? Manimaho siya kay naman mo. Ang iyang emission manimaho, so ma-contaminate ang imong warehouse as well as the food ng product, no? So unsa may solution? Still using forklift, pero what type of forklift ang preferred or ginagamit ka? Na may idea? Napa ba ka presidente? Hello? Say na idea, what kind of forklift ang gamitan if dealing with food grade product in a FGW, finished good warehouse? Yes? Sa to? Come again?
Na icon nga gina-charge bitaw siya, sir.
Miniature? kuan man i-lift man nimo, let us say siguro makakabot og kuan. 10 ano, not 10, not 10 meters, 5 meters siguro. More than 5 meters. Kalimot ko sa range sa forklift. Okay? Sa na klase ng forklift ang gamit mo? Sirit na? So actually, it's a battery type na forklift. Kita na mag-forklift na energized using a battery or electric na forklift. So one of the advantage, wala siya emission. Okay, agree mo, disagree? Agree mo sa solution na magamit og battery type or electric na forklift? Dili raman cars ang electric ka. Dili ra cars. Apoy forklift na electric. Okay? Agree?
Yes, sir.
Dili mo to ang solution. Okay? So let's proceed. Another type for material transfer is an automated guided vehicles. So, mura na siya automated forklift. Wala pa ko kakitaan eh. Wala pa ko ka-search sa YouTube ani. But in this material na itong ginagamit na siya ay EGV. Okay? Okay, so mura na siya forklift but not as flexible as the forklifts. Okay? Then, of course, conveyor. Kailan mo sa conveyor? Ano ba may subject?
Yes, sir. Kayla.
Okay, so ito may pinaka-common na type ng gitna na kuan na bala na conveyor. Unsa man kani sa picture, unsa ni siya na conveyor? Kabalo. So kanina conveyor based sa akong estimate, this is a belt type, belt. Kabalo mo unsay belt?
Yes, sir.
Katong belt katuyok-tuyok. Muna kinana.
Okay.
Tuyok siya. So man ay pinaka-common na belt. Uban na color green, uban black. Kanina type, makita ninyo, it's white. So Teflon na siya na type na belt conveyor because Teflons, usually if a food grade na material is gamit ka, it's usually made of Teflon. No? So white na siya. Pare na sa kanang ginagamit sa kinabitang palit ng Teflon para sa pagguot sa pipe fittings, Teflon na siya. So inanapod na siya. Okay. Except that it is belt designed to become belt conveyor. Okay, so food grade na siya. But not all food grade na conveyor made of white, made of Teflon. Ako yung bandings. Dahil kadungog na mo, pneumatic conveyor.
Wala pa, sir.
Okay, so sa pneumatic mo na conveyor, it's using air or pressurized air. So, if ang imong product is powder type, napatoy lain na term, nakalimutan ko. Granulated, no? Granulated. Then, dili siya bugat. Light siya na product. So, pwede na nimo siya paagi using pneumatic conveyor. So, i-blow ra siya. So, usually, ang
Mga granules na.
granulated. Yes, granules. So, pag ang imuhang motor anak pod aside sa pump, yung motor na is sa imuhang nagamit the last time around 7,000 RPM. Usually ang mga motors is less than man, no? Usual na mga RPM is 1,700. Pag moabot na kag 3,000 pataas, so pwede na siya intended para sa kuan kani gitawag ng pneumatic conveyor. Okay, para mulupad gid siya. Another conveyor is screw conveyor. Kailan mo? Kita na mag screw conveyor.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so mapanay uban nga ginagamit, no? Screw conveyor, especially kung sa may advantage sa screw conveyor. Pag vertical na, no? Okay, kung
Horizontal.
ordinary lang siya na belt conveyor, mga hulog man ang product against gravity. Di ba? Pag vertical na. Pag
Mhm.
siya ay vertical inclination, dili ni mo siya kuan. Actually, makaya niya ang kuan 90 degrees. So far, but not recommended. So far, kaya niya ang 90 degrees. Pero nagili siya, kuan na siya, less than 90. Mga siguro kaya pa ng 80. No? Pero murag, makaya niya ang 90 pero murag dagan na yung mga hulog. Hindi siya recommended. Okay, so mga na ang advantage sa screw conveyor. So, okay, so murag, maorat ako madumduman. Sige, let's proceed. Okay, so we proceed with the 3 conveyor applications. Okay, so it's transport of raw materials. Okay, so of course, kapag mag-convey ka o product, could be either finished good na product or raw. No? So, kaning example, sabi na example. So, may raw materials are bought to the processing station. Example would be a conveyor carrying an iron core in a steel manufacturing process. So, murag duda ko ani belt ni siya. Belt conveyor. Wherein the belt could be replaced in the form of a metal. Ano yung metal na type na belt? Ginasumpay-sumpay lang siya. Snapay na. Ang uban gani ang uban ginagamit siya for dryers. Kinanganlan niya siya as apron na conveyor for dryers. Then another is the transport of partially finished products. So, kani marag sa cars na siya. Example. Okay, so pwede na during the assembly in the assembly line. Then pinaka suitable sa to subject, which is this one, using the palletizing, palletizing activity wherein you have a wooden palletizing yan. You have a wooden pallet, then ginabutangan siya. Regardless wood ba siya or plastic, then ginapuno siya sa imuhang industrial arm na robot ang mga product until pag mapuno na siya, so video ma-transfer na din itong imuhang pallet or palita. Lamang siya magpalit, no? Kaning I wood dire yung pallet niya. So fit po siya sa forklift. May forklift dito. Okay? Okay, so kulay pangutana. Let's proceed. Describe 2 types of conveyors and give applications of each. Okay, so ginabalik-balik anyway. So the 2 types are the bulk material conveyor and the pallet transfer line. Okay. So the bulk material conveyor is the most common type of conveyor. This conveyor simply moves materials from one location to another with a high degree of precision. With a high degree of precision is not necessary. So siguro muranig sa more of a roller conveyor. Nakita siya instead na belt lang. Para bitawanan sa airport, uban na belt, ang uban roller. So, pwede pa siya na. It is a roller can withstand the weight of the material. So pwede siya roller na type of conveyor. Another type is the belt. So pwede rapon. Or ginatawag siya endless belt there. Endless belt conveyor. Kaya nga naman, tuyok naman siya. Okay? So, pwede po. Ang nasa ubusan na po na yung mga rollers. So, yes. Pero ang uban, sometimes rollers sa ginabuhat. Ginagamit. Kapal lang siya. pinatulog. Ito, assisted by a human adjustment. Okay, so this one is using belt conveyor. This belt conveyor. Then, balik na pa niya ang pallet transfer na style technique. So, I have a video here, katong last na to, using SCARA na robot sa Coca-Cola. Ato na yung click. And then share a video. Okay, so na nag-comment, no? Inaani daw, ginagamit sa aksyan sa ilang mga mais. Limot yung basa. Asa na ka ito ng part? Christine, could you share could you share your idea about sa anaksyan, yun sa paggamit, pag-transfer sa ilang mais? Sige,
Sa ano sir, sa katong conveyor nila sa pag-plaster bitaw nila silang mga raw mats kay wagi sila sa ingat to nga conveyor sir.
Kung saan na klase na conveyor? Kato lang belt?
Yes sir.
Belt,
Okay,
sir.
very good. So, at least si Kuano, Chrislyn, na siya idea, no? Na siya gitawag na romats. Kailan mo, what is a romats? Na siya term na romats. Okay, so it
Yes,
stands
sir.
for raw materials. Okay, so,
Yes, sir.
so like, shortcut na nga ba ng mga terms pag kasi industry din ang spell out. Shortcut na para dali ang trabaho. Okay, very good. So common kaya nga to ang belt conveyor na system. Okay, so sa giingon ko pa na may video sa una using palletizing but it's using an SMC. It's a Japanese na brand. So ako nang i-play para at least during siya training in Singapore. Okay, so sample na nila nakikagmay na workpiece. And let's say you have a palette na shape in several sulod siya sa mismong workpiece. Ang idea lang is na-transfer ka from one location to another location using vacuum and using SCARA. Notice niyo, ako may nag-program, ganang duwa, ikaw rin sila tanaw. Tanaw na doon. Anyway. Okay, so, mga example sa SCARA in educational setting. Okay, so kung ay panguntahan na, let's proceed. Another na po na palletizing, no? Coca-Cola ni siya. No? But not, I don't know, wala ko kakita ni when we tour in the Coca-Cola. So, play.
You can use Monday.com to boost your team's efficiency. And I'm going to show you how in 40 seconds.
I don't know. La que hay cero está parada de atrás.
I know, right? Oh yeah, it is happening. This shit is happening.
para que lo vean. Pero al final, para que lo vean, una máquina que vuela.
I was about to say, I could do that faster. Yo puedo hacer eso más rápido.
Pero no todo el día, sí, las 24 horas. Sí, pero esto lo hacen de fácil para que todo el mundo lo vea.
Okay, so ano siya guys? I'm gonna share again. And another example is kani mara kakita ko ani sa diri sa Villanueva ang ko. Share. Okay, so na isa na pallet na conveyor. And there is another machine. I-package siya yan. Sa pallet.
Sir, nakamute ka, sir. Nakamute, sir.
Kung naputol ang video guys, sige lang. Anyway. Natoy katong last na nakapalit na siya. Forward na siya. I-wrap to siya. Wrap na ito. There's additional na machine na mag-wrap. Na kabalo ko, nakakita ko ato na sa diri sa Villanueva. Okay. Anyway. Let's proceed. Okay, so describe the operation external motor commands. Motor on and motor off. So MCL, so manufacturing control language, no? Includes commands that allows the robot to control a conveyor. So there must be coordination between the robot and the conveyor, of course. Hindi niya matiming ko. Kana siya niya i-pick up butang sa pallet and so on and so forth. So there must be coordination. So man siya. Example ni siya. M on is motor on, M off is motor off command. So sabi niya example. So the motor on command will turn the motor that is attached to a robot controller axis. The first number defines the direction that the motor will turn. Finally, motor on, syntax niya is motor on and direction and axis number. So second number is the axis. Nanay syntax. So money more. Okay. So ang opposite po sa motor on is ang motor. Okay. So marami natin. This example, 7 or 8 na siguro to ang na on. So technically po, pag i-off ko ni 7 and 8 ko lang address. Okay? So marami natin. Okay, so let's proceed. Describe the function of flowchart and how to construct one. So, niagi na ba mo og flowcharting sa inyong programming? Hello? Niagi na mo mag programming? Let's say C programming.
Yes, sir.
So, niagi na mo flowcharting.
Opo, nagasakuan, sir. Mo
Sige, ito lang yung i-generalize. So, kabalo naman taon sa flowchart. The symbol for this one is this oval is start. Then kaning rectangle is process. And the diamond is for the decision block. No? Wala may input dire. So, mura ginana yung example. No? Pwede ka before creating the program, you can first create the flowchart. It assists the programmer in choosing instructions and designing programs with many types of application. So the flowchart is drawn from top to bottom the sequence in which a program is to perform. Okay, so mara ginani. So siya. Start, robot moves to wait position. Then if the input one is on, yes, robot picks up the part. If it is no, input to so. No? So, importante ni flowchart. So, sa gingon ako, if it is an oval shape, it is the start and the end block. And if it is a parallelogram, it's the input output. Dahil pag rectangle, it's a process ng block. Then if it is a diamond, it's a decision block. So, dito yung mga condition, just like this one. Input 1 is on, tayo na siya is or no. Connector, so kanina connector ng letter A. It's just a connector. Commander balik siya sa A. Instead na magbutang siya o arrow, commander butangan na lang yung connector A. Sabot, mag-commander okay, so of course, the arrow, the line of the arrow is the direction. Okay. Okay, so example, general sequence of the operations. So, ano yung list type, general sequence. Move to the wait position, second is wait, so pwede ni mo imuan flowchart para mas dali ni mo siya categorize more of pictorial, no? Pictorial representation of your instructions for algorithm. So, dali raman, pag mingon ka oval, ay mga start. Pag mingon ka rectangle, ay mga process. Process niya is move. Move the process. Pag mingon ka parallelogram, then it's input. Nakabalo ka na it's either push button ba siya or signal coming from a PLC or some coming from a computer. So pwede na. Mag-wait lang. Okay, so na siya guys. Okay. May pumunta no? So kung wala, let's proceed. Describe the function of conditional commands. Ito na decision block. Kaya lang emphasize condition block is yes or no. Or true or false. So, dili na nimo necessary butang diri ang complete sentence. Ano ang decision block is more of a code. Ano EB1 on or push button 1 on. So, question mark. Kung napislit nimo ang push button or na-on ang push button, then we proceed with yes, no, with this command. Place part on conveyor 1. If no, dito naman sa conveyor 2. So, maraming na decision of conditional commands. So, napigitawag na kung ano, pwede po siya magbalik pag dili niya masatisfy ang condition. And let's say, Is the push button 1 on? Kung no, sige, magpaabot yun na siya tama na yung Slayton. Okay? So, nainanin na loop siya, it's more of a worship loop. Hindi siya musugot kung dili mo Slayton ang push button 1. It will not proceed to the next step of the program. Okay, so from flowcharting, so we go now to MCL or the manufacturing control language. Kauban na ni kay machine control language. So pwede na po of creating conditional commands. Pag may conditional commands, so ang iyang gamit diri is if then, else then, and if, then na siya input. So mao na ang that comprise the conditional commands. So dere. So yun siya comparison, then command 1, else command 2. So nanay ang usual na syntax or formatting. So example, if input, so nag-wait siya sa imong input 3, wait siya sa imong input 3, it will be a port is equal to on, so siya button, then branch go, so lukso na siya kung asa tong label na may gibutang go. Okay, so mura ginani, no? Ganiya maybe push button on, yes, see, pero no, ano po sa push button, baka nag-display pag push button gyapon, so no, balik sa start sa mga program. So there is also what is known as sub-function or subroutine. So let's say you have this main program, katong sa C programming, it's function siya, no? May subroutine or function. Pareha rin na sila. So let's say main program is go to subroutine 1. So there is siya mo. So good siya sa very na section. Then the next is go to subroutine 2. So there is siya. Okay. Ano siya? May pangutana? So the reason is why you have to define subroutines. Robot programs can become quite long and hard to follow. So kung mag-create siya of function sa C pala na programming. But in this case, it's using subroutine as function, group of sections. Many robot programming languages use this technique to simplify programs by breaking them into smaller manageable sections. Okay? Also known as subroutine. So, I noticed in yun go to the first structure. Let's go to subroutine 1. So, mas kung kaning go subroutine 1, taas pa kayo na siya. So, mas mataas ang imong commands or codes dire. Program, mas mataas. Pero since sara man siya ka line of code, sara siya ka sentence, in this case, rather than a paragraph. Let's say, consider na ito ng group of commands, a paragraph. So kung kaning subroutine is composed of a paragraph of codes, task kayo na mo ang main program. No? Kani sa main program task ka. Whereas if you're going to convert the specific na mga routines or functionalities sa imong program, so gamay na lang sa ka-line. Okay, so mas na-improve siya. Example, ingon siya, go to subroutine 1, wherein subroutine 1 is nasa line 6, assuming. So, ang subroutine 1 mo composed of and so on and so forth, kini diri so na siya. Point move, grasp, point move to release. So, taas kayo. Lagi niya i-specify ito ni kataas. So, kung insert na nimo dito tanan, mataas na yun mo ang main na program. Mas lisod mag-debugging or mag-line tracing kay sobraan na kataas. Whereas kung isubroutine mo, function mo, mas simple ang imong main na program. Okay? So, kanina, sabi na siya, call toll1. Sabi toll1. So, these commands would tell the robot to jump to and perform the steps in the subroutine named toll1 or subroutine A5. So, at least, simple na lang siya. Matanawan sa imong main na program. Okay? So, area rin siya. Subroutine nesting. So, nasa gitawag na levels of nesting. Certain subroutine within the subroutine. Ano yung tag? Kabalo ka maghimo og delay. But in the delay, taas pa mong yapan, it could take certain codes in doing the delay. But i-declare na lang nimo itong imong delay is diri na lang nimo sa tawagon diri sa subroutine. It will be used during the hold position na subroutine. Mas less ang imong subroutine within subroutine. In here, there's a limit. No? MCL language permits up to 10 levels of nesting. So, mo tinatawag na nesting. So, kung familiar mo sa Arduino na programming, ang delay is actually more than, paano siya? More than 5 lines siguro, I guess 4. Sa actual na daily Arduino na programming, C na programming, standard na C programming, using Atmel, is more than 5 na siya, or at least 5 lines of code in creating the delay. Generate na siya interrupts, so and so forth. So, si Arduino, i-design siya na mas simple na ang imong program. That's why hit kayo si Arduino. Gawa sa Arduino, mas dagan na ang subscriber to programming. Embedded system, robotics, mas dagan siya. Pero way back then, we should ang mag-program in a microcontroller na base, katagas kayo ang mga codes. Even the delay na code, at least 5 na siya lines of code. Okay? So, mana siya. May pasabot ito, sub-nesting. Okay, so let's proceed. Wala ay panguntahan na. Describe the operations of the input commands. So, sa input na punta. So, kung kadomdom mo previously, ang imuhang robot, gitawag na robot controller. Na dito ang mga servo ng mga drives. It is a servo type na one motor. Dayon, if you have an operator operating in a network siguro, say this is one yung HMI using human machine interface using industrial computer rather a typical desktop na computer. It must be industrial computer, init sometimes robust na design. So pwede na guys na mag-communicate sila. There will be data transfer. Ang kanimong controller, mag-support mo siya o standard na TCP/IP or what kind of communication na protocol. So, pwede ra. So, technically, dili na ka dito sa imong kuan, teach pendant magbutang sa imong input. Dili na ka dito sa imong network na computer, HMI. If that is the case. Whichever is the case. Say, ang ipili kay kuan man, industrial computer. So, input. So, input, prompt message, then variable names. Kinana ang common na syntax, no? So, example, is pingon siya the input command to prompt the user to enter a number. So, yung syntax is input, then the string. No? Enter a number, then comma, the variables. Ano yung sabot input, then the string or the prompt message in the form of a string, and the variable name or the asa nimo store ang imong result. So in this case, i-store siya sa variable na A. So, similar rin sa to ano, sa C na programming scanf. Okay, kung asa nimo siya okay. However, kung gusto ka ang input nimo is string, then the variable be A, butangan nimo A dollar. Dili na A lang, butangan nimo A dollar. Example, ngan sa asa to example. Wala lagi nimo isa pa para ano yun. Anyway, kasi ang imong string is the store sa A dollar. So si hello na strong sa word or string na siya diri sa A dollar. Si Mary is stored sa B dollar. So kung mag A dollar plus B dollar ko, may na siyang hello. Okay. So mura kay murag pang example. Dili enter a message. Okay. Pero wala ni na dollar. In a dollar dapat input enter a message A dollar dili A. Should be A dollar. Kanina example wala ni nabutang ang dollar. Okay, so sa mga example, mathematical functions. Label is just a tag or label sa kanina line. J is equal to 1. Input. Enter the number of cycles. K. So K is a number. Dili siya string. Butang na ba siya additional label cycle. Then increment J. J new is equal to J old plus 1. Since the old value is 1, then the new value of J is 2. Matanan nila is 2 less than K. So, nakabalo sa K na kay i-input naman to. Then, branch. Kung less than siya or equal, then branch to cycle. So, pabalik din mo sa cycle, increment na. Else, wala mo siya else. So, kung dili ni ma-satisfy, and if. Okay, so, that is how it is calculated. So, ako'y mathematical na functions such as this one. Sa kuhan pa ni standard na programming language, concatenation, concat siya, sumpay. But MCL usually similar to Visual Basic or basic na programming. It supports addition or concatenation. But in C is require pa siya of concat function, special function. However, kung these are numbers lang variables A and B, pwede rin mo multiply diretso. So times is represented in asterisk. Then of course, kabalo man sa order of precedence and plus. So multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, aside pa gid ana left to right siya. Aside pa gid ana ang katong exponent, not exponent. Parenthesis and exponents. Precedence. Then relational operators. Yung C, magyapon no? Equal, not equal, greater than, less than, greater than or equal, less than or equal. Relational operators. Okay, so describe the function of a loop command. So loop na po. Robots handle repetitive tasks. very well. Now, they work tirelessly without getting bored, performing the job 1,000 times as accurate as the first. So, robots and repetitive tasks. So, ano siya. So, sa loop code, inani pa niya command. Sa C man nata 4 lang. So, same lagi apon dere, gali lang. Dere is, pwede siya magbutang step increment. So for I 1 to 10, step 2, so 5 na step. Okay, step 2 man. Pero for I also 1 to 10, kaya step 1, so 10 times din niya i-execute naman din yung next. Sa C mga is open brace and close brace, but similar mga ganing MCL sa katong pinaka basic yun, or visual basic or basic na command. That's why similar po sila of syntax. Okay? So that's a loop. Sabi siya, 4, yung loop control is equal to number 2. So, ora na yung syntax. Okay, so napa ba mo concerns? Ito na ba yung time? 2:42. Ganda na siguro ta. We're going to end our discussion very kay kasi katulgo na mo. Okay? Na may pumunta na so dito mag-end. Okay, so kung wala may pangutana, katubit akong gi-share na step step
BGGMO, sir.
BGMO. Open ninyo ang BGMO.
Mana na, sir.
Oh, ako man na naman tanan, may check ko.
Opo, sir.
Before tanan layas. Attendance, attendance na mo. Okay, by the way, so we're going to stop the recording na lang. Recording. May pumunta na. Stop recording.